Dricus looks awkward. He moves different, but
throw body kicks or high kicks. It's the third time that's landed.
Explosive as Du Plessis.
that movement and that awkwardness makes him difficult to time. It's deceptively technical.
Yeah.
Deceptively.
Living up to his telling nickname Still Knocks, Dricus Du Plessis has been cracking chins for a decade with his wild punching form. Cinching up strangles with a vice-like grip. And collecting belts in 2 divisions. Soon, the reigning UFC middleweight champion will face his first title challenge.
Let's go, nigga.
So we decided to recall how the South African headhunter played with his enemies' lives all the way to the top. A descendant of former European settlers in South Africa, Du Plessis was born in 1994 and was given the name Dricus, marking its bearer as a leader. Discovering his athletic potential early, he tried numerous sports, including judo. At 14, the promising fighter transitioned to kickboxing and went on to amass a 33-0 record with 30 knockouts. After reaching the age of 19, he chose a more lucrative option and switched focus to mixed martial arts. The newcomer, dubbed Still Knocks, was immediately signed by EFC, a major player in the African MMA industry and the primary supplier of brutal knockouts from the continent.
The trouble temporarily. And it's all over. Bernardo, the Black Panther. Like you just got that feeling like. Both these guys. Oh, fantastic spinning back.
Contrary to expectations, early in Dricus' MMA journey, he established himself as a dynamic grappler.
Going for the takedown, he's made his intentions very clear.
Who prefers to secure finishes on the ground.
He's getting them through the middle, hook, he's got Donovan hook, Dricus Du Plessis landing again and again, and that is it!
During his first year in the cage, he fought 4 times.
Inside leg kick by Lumprin. And Dricus caught him with the head kick.
Stopping each adversary inside the distance.
The head kick on a big straight right, now shoots for the takedown as Dricus puts it.
Pushes Daniel up against
Now
the
Du Plessis is going to take this back.
This could be one of the biggest.
And he gets it!
Dricus Du Plessis defeats the legend.
Already in his 5th outing, Du Plessis was granted a shot at the middleweight title. The 3 times more experienced Garrett McClellan survived Dricus' early spurts.
The hip throw now. McClellan now gets back to his feet. Looking for the takedown as Dricus came in. Oh my! Throw by Dricus.
And caught the challenger in a guillotine in the 3rd round.
All on Du Plessis. Again trying to get back to his feet. McClellan's got a hold on it. It looks like Dricus is out. And he's out.
The 20-year-old Du Plessis attributed the loss to breathing issues stemming from a long injured nose.
You know, my nose is completely screwed up. It has been for the most part of my career in my nose, and I'll fix that someday. Well, hopefully soon.
Instead of undergoing surgery, in 2015, he dropped down to welterweight to enter the race for a new belt.
It must be coursing through both of these guys.
Dricus Du Plessis, a very lethal knee. Oh, he hits the
Gino's in trouble here.
His divisional debut went splendidly.
Looks for the triangles. Now Dricus locked in his left side to put pressure.
He does.
And Dricus Du Plessis.
The South African had one more bout to cover all the bases.
Backing him into the fence, and here we go.
Guillotine, it's an
Not a good idea. Not a good.
Paving the way to the strap with another rear naked choke.
He gets it. He gets it. That should be it.
That's going to be it.
Dricus Du Plessis.
In the battle for the vacant gold, 22-year-old Dricus faced a renowned puncher, Martin van Staden, with 11 knockouts in 15 wins.
Here comes the confidence. He heard him.
Immediately backs out. Gets with the kick. Oh! Jeremy Smith is knocked out.
Martin immediately shot for the hips.
Down. Martin van Staden is on fire.
Hung around in a guillotine for a minute.
He has a very
and spent the rest of the round escaping submissions.
Goes for the heel. He hasn't let go. He might try and go for the arm bar. Yeah, no, he's got the inverted triangle.
To be fair, after the break, he made everyone wonder how Du Plessis ever earned a kickboxing ranking.
Big hard shots landed by Brunson.
That could be it, and he topples it.
That great takedown defense.
Somewhat frustrated, Dricus responded by ramping up the leg kicks.
Pushes up with the jab.
Pace. The UFC 50.
Absolutely nice combination.
Oh, and here we go.
Muscled his man down to the floor
Du Plessis early
Can he
in
stop
the
it? He can't stop it.
and put the elbows to work.
Attacking the body, attacking the head, mixing his shots up. Brunson controlling the wrist of Du Plessis.
Match between these two, and there's another.
Out of desperation, Van Staden laid his head on the chopping block,
This fight's incredible.
handing Du Plessis his first mixed martial arts belt.
And the new EFC welterweight champion of the world.
It's years and years of sacrifice and not getting paid. You'll get when you do that breakthrough, that's when it all pays off.
Here comes the money.
Meanwhile, across the ocean, Conor McGregor had launched the era of super fights in MMA by achieving double champ status in the UFC.
Getting better here in this round, though.
Following in the Irishman's footsteps, Dricus returned to middleweight and put on an entertaining dust-up with an athlete from Poland.
Big flying knee nearly connected, and he's going to try to pull guard and lethal.
Whom he eventually took down
Takedown stuffed almost immediately, but he gets him down.
and choked out.
To his feet, tonight, Dricus locks it up again. Hits the victory!
The next foe, by way of Brazil, proved as resilient as wet origami, becoming the 10th victim of the South African.
Both fights via triangle, and that's out of
Having proved himself against international opposition, Du Plessis was given a chance to capture a second throne when in 2017 he was matched up with Yannick Bahati, the scandalous 185-pound king of Bama and EFC.
The only message that we have for them is you.
The 8-1 Brit known as Black Mamba was a formidable striker. Tied people into pretzels on the mat and got the finish in all his winning performances. The two action fighters engaged right out of the gate, trying to figure out who's packing more.
And the white Dricus Du Plessis, there's class abundance.
Amidst the chaos, the faster Dricus gained the initiative.
Starts off a little bit slow.
Mamba went for an ill-advised single leg
Some shots in behind, he's looking for the
and ended up in an airtight guillotine.
That's a wrap.
for all his worth.
He's a strong man. Dricus did it! Oh my goodness! He tapped Bahati!
Strangling the nemesis in 1.5 minutes, Du Plessis added a second belt to his trophy wall at 23 years old. To cash in on the hype, in 2018, Dricus flew to Poland, where he got the opportunity to seize the crown in the KSW welterweight division, which belonged to Roberto Soldic. The Croatian southpaw had gained recognition as Cro Cop's heir apparent by sending enemies 6 feet under with cemetery head kicks.
Oh, big shit! Gotta be very careful about.
And had 12 devastating demolitions on his 13-2 resume.
razy już w swoich 15 walkach. Zawodnik, zobaczymy jak...
Soldic wasted no time in raising the stakes, hitting the target with a series of left hands.
W swoim stylu, tak, już zaczął polowanie Roberto Soldic. We współczesnym MMA, bo to jest coś, co bardzo ciężko złapać. Trafił Soldic!
Stunned, Dricus scrambled to his feet,
W parterze swojego rywala Roberto Soldic, dobre ciosy w tłów.
and under a barrage of punches, shot for a takedown.
Friki, ależ tam szarpie wątroby tym sierpowym.
Roberto regained posture,
Całą siłę.
exposing the back in the process, and getting stuck in a suffocating body triangle for a while.
Położenia ręki. Oczywiście Soldic będzie na to musiał uważać. Nie jest łatwo w takiej sytuacji.
Only the bell saved him from oxygen deprivation.
Za mało, poza tym to jest naciskówka, a nie duszeniem. Ojej, ależ to było rozbicie.
After the break, the South African started catching the tiring Soldic with low kicks.
I cios. Jaka będzie odpowiedź? Bezlitośnie okopuje te rogi, ale to...
With flat tires, the opponent became a sitting duck for counters. Tried to play the knockout card,
Właśnie Du Plessis, on często opiera się na siatce i staje się łatwym celem.
but Dricus already had his timing down.
Pięcie niskie, zareagować lewy prostym. Du Plessis! Znokautowania Roberto Soldicia! I nowy mistrz! Nowy mistrz!
Nailing the foe with a left hook and finishing him with ground and pound, Du Plessis claimed the prestigious European title.
I always say this, just because I have a lot of submission victories doesn't mean I'm a grappler. I'm a full MMA fighter. I train stand-up just as much, if not more, than I do ground and wrestling. I'm a K1 world champion in kickboxing. That's my background.
Soldic explained the loss as a fluke and requested a rematch, which took place a half a year later.
It starts on the feet.
Du Plessis aimed to replicate his striking success and began chopping down the legs.
He's so compacted.
Saw last time around.
This is going to work very well, but we've not seen any attempt to go to...
However, this time Roberto mirrored that approach,
I mean, Soldic...
That's all he's got, but right now it's landed.
and the increased distance between them prevented Dricus from connecting with punches.
That was being peppered here. Soldic knows that this is going to work very well. We've not seen any attempt...
Soldic patiently waited and exploded with heavy counters,
Jab, then turn it into a left. Oh, that was a nice left hand.
convincingly winning the first round.
Being worked man has a chin like granite, but this is for the title.
This is what we usually see in Dricus.
In the second, they continued to trade kicks,
It's easy here, and he's glowing red and blue.
but by then, Roberto had incorporated liver shots.
Dricus got clips.
Absolute virus. Soldic got the advantage and worked it. Shots in the first outing.
And the weight cut drained Dricus completely lost control of the fight.
Both not rushing in. Oh, but the big hands of Soldic still there. And again, that big left hand.
Midway through, the South African hit the deck.
The deck. He's got the same cards. He's just shuffled it and deployed it differently.
Well, that rocked the house. That was a...
Was unable to recover
Head, turn him away and go right back to the body. This is
Gonna try and
bad.
finish it.
and stalled against the fence, taking a critical amount of mechanical load.
Just waiting to opportune himself. That big left hand. Oh, and that was a left hook that finished everything. It's all over.
That night, Lady Luck was a hooker,
Here, another angle on that. Boom.
and Dricus was fresh out of cash.
Just 2-3 combination.
Nonetheless, Du Plessis learned from that experience. He took a year off to properly bulk up to middleweight,
It's gonna happen. Both guys have been
improved his body work,
welterweight's definitely not a fish out of
First
water.
round. This is the Du Plessis that we know. We'll see her over watching again.
stopped taking unpunished calf kicks,
And warmed up. Power kick. And Santos felt the heat of that. Oh, reverse.
and got back to his dominant grappling.
As the hips powers it through. But going in, there's no answer. Plessis piling in the pressure. That's it, it's all over.
In his last title defense on home turf, he dismantled the challenger in under 5 minutes.
He was massive, wasn't he?
There are a lot of eyes on this matchup. Oh, he's got a right hand, goes inside. Puts it in. He's trying to finish as fast as he can. Oh, there it is. And he goes, he's not down. He's got it. He's trying to finish.
After landing a left hand at the end of a blitz and submitting his man with a battle-tested guillotine, Dricus missed the better part of 2020 due to the pandemic, which led to him being signed by the UFC on short notice for an October card. The 26-year-old prospect made his octagon debut in the Middle East versus a Brazilian joker. Despite the newcomer's confident demeanor, the adversary vehemently refused to maintain social distancing.
Nice feint.
Seeing as he's leaning away as he's throwing his kick.
Oh, nice catch.
By the 4-minute mark, Du Plessis had grown tired of beating around the bush
Making a fight on short notice, and
and went on the offensive with ill intent.
the difference with Du Plessis is he was signed to another organization.
Throwing a cross and a competent left behind it, Dricus reminded everyone why they call him Still Knocks.
Into that short left hook.
However, a passionate kiss from the coach stole the spotlight.
Still no, Du Plessis.
Next, he traveled to the US to go up against Trevin Giles, a heavy-handed finisher.
Controlling the range. That's it right there. Right hand, that'll do it.
Braganetto as he continues to stop.
That's it. Stop the fight.
Who also had a decent wrestling toolbox.
Beautiful, and he's not putting his hands on the hips. That's it. That's it. He's out.
As the opening bell rang, Dricus got the kicks going as usual.
Trevin's as loose as they come. He feels like he's in the zone right now.
Giles tried to catch him.
Nice. Oh!
Du Plessis immediately resorted to what he does best.
See, very smart to switch to a signature.
He's got his arm wrapped around his neck. Oh, he's going for it. He lost it.
And threatened submissions until the break.
Or reverse the position because Trevin had.
But he lost the position now. He might. Oh, look at this.
Oh, guillotine.
Oh, he's under good. He's under good. Nope.
Going into the second frame, all masks were off.
Oh, nice knee to the body by Trevin. Strong knee.
And the only question left was who would fall first.
Up towards your head.
Oh,
there we go. Your giant.
Good shot. The
South African fired a right straight that bounced Giles' head off the canvas and earned Dricus his first performance bonus in the UFC.
Dricus Du Plessis, remember the name. It will be a household name in the top 10 very, very soon.
On that same card, veteran Brad Tavares delivered a classic brawl, notching up his second win in a row.
Metal has had a pretty good first round.
And jumping up to the 12th spot in the rankings.
Oh, they're getting after it here.
By that point, the Hawaiian had fought 24 times under the UFC banner and was the perfect test for Du Plessis.
In terms of his fighting style.
Unfortunately, Dricus couldn't return to the octagon for a while due to cancellations, and kept in shape by venturing into professional grappling, where he managed to dominate the whole Team Gracie in one night.
Yeah. On north south, it looks tap. Tap.
Submitting 5 opponents.
And I think 1-all.
The Tavares fight materialized only in 2022. A bit rusty in the striking, Du Plessis started out with running swings.
He stopped cutting so much weight, it just felt.
Grabbed a hold of the leg.
This guy was fighting at 173. Du Plessis hurt.
Got thwarted by one of the best takedown defenders in the division.
Balance and dexterity by Tavares.
And somehow worsened his own position.
And he gets
my goodness, he tried to lateral.
He quickly scrambled back up.
Du Plessis almost standing up. Du Plessis is not separating, and that he's wrestling, and that he's not trying to...
But took some hits on the feet.
Explosive as Du Plessis.
During the intermission, Dricus received a burst of energy. Then he increased the pace.
Kind of settled. Dricus hurt right away.
Oh, big shots by Tavares. Tavares might have rocked him there.
And busted up the face of the winded Tavares with flurries. Brad would occasionally catch him with single intercepting shots.
Under 90 seconds to go in the round. Got caught him.
Good left hook there by Tavares.
Yet it wasn't enough to turn the tide.
Good check hook, caught him coming in.
Oh! Big connection with the round. What a fight through 10 minutes.
The both men.
It all came down to the third frame. Both fighters opened up guns blazing.
The best fighting great.
Exchanged kicks.
You can land that elbow, man. You can really hurt somebody. But right now, Drake.
Nice high kick by Brad Tavares.
Beautiful long arm. So when he
and Du Plessis switched to counter fighting at last, utilizing his reach advantage.
There it is. Rounding, drive the kick up under the elbow.
From that point on, he stayed in the driver's seat as Tavares stoically absorbed everything thrown at him. Including spinning stuff.
Boy, is he loading up. Beautiful spin.
Massive cross counters.
He tags Tavares. He hit him.
Like I said, I don't know if he's tired.
Couple good right.
And Dricus' signature blitzes.
Every single strike that he's thrown tonight with 100%. A lot of blood, a lot of blood.
When the final bell sounded, the Hawaiian's chief achievement was staying upright.
I mean, is he?
crazy. He's obviously in fantastic shape.
He's in great shape.
What a showcase for those two middleweights. We have an
The grueling 3-round affair where Dricus's biggest enemy was his own sloppiness ended in his first career decision. Du Plessis' ticket to the top 10 seemingly came with a discount in a bout versus Darren Till. 5 years earlier, the Englishman was considered a dangerous contender who made waves in the UFC welterweight division.
Oh, look at that!
But in December 2022, he could barely make middleweight and had only one win in 5 outings.
Talk a lot about Woodley and Woodley. Here we go.
Fighting a tricky southpaw, Dricus immediately established close contact.
So I try to keep my mouth open to breathe.
Look at this takedown.
Right away.
Till turtled up.
Smith.
Yeah, saying he's okay, but he's got to do more.
He's getting hammered.
Getting stuck against the fence and absorbing punches to his surprisingly sturdy head.
Dricus is just hitting it with hammers here.
Here's right hand.
This intense tie-up lasted several minutes, during which Du Plessis unloaded 60 unanswered blows.
This is terrible for Darren Till.
And they're controlling that left wrist as well.
And came close to securing a choke.
Some clean punches.
Oh, now Du Plessis getting the choke.
Despite all that, Darren managed to escape.
Look at this. Darren Till on top.
Tried to slap on a guillotine.
Till's got a headlock. He's got a guillotine. Oh, he lost it.
And stole the end of what had been a one-sided round.
To go in the round. Du Plessis settles things for a moment.
Big shot by
Clearly exhausted, Dricus lost the beginning of the second stretch.
But I mean, he does look tired.
But he really tried to stop Darren Till in that. Oh my goodness.
Took a short breather with a takedown midway through.
Desperation shot, but Du Plessis gets him down.
And was treated to a steady flow of elbows and 1-2s upon standing.
Would be warranted for that first round?
I do.
Nevertheless, in the third, the notorious fighter Till started to freeze like a deer in the headlights. Dricus peppered Darren's nose with jabs.
Look at that jab. Beautiful jab.
Till's just kind of...
And made him regret that he couldn't wrestle.
Right in the mouth. Look at that.
Oh, and a big right hand greets Till when he gets to the floor.
That's a huge moment for Du Plessis.
There's the tap, just like that. Dricus Du Plessis.
Although this hard-fought victory earned Du Plessis a Fight of the Night bonus and the 10th spot in the rankings, it also highlighted his weakness, leading to a reevaluation against another southpaw, Derek Brunson. Nicknamed The One, the American was building towards a title shot in the mid-2010s, scaring people off with a mere whiff of his left hand.
On that jab, oh, left hand. He got it. He got it.
He's following up. Darren.
Unfortunately, after a series of painful losses to elite guys, he had to abandon his championship aspirations. And transitioned into a wrestling-heavy gatekeeper, whose main threat was causing pressure sores.
Nice work. This fight clock.
As expected, Brunson stuck to Dricus harder than a creep to an OnlyFans model.
Leg, he's got him down.
And they engaged in combat Kama Sutra study.
Du Plessis up, but Darren's got his neck.
Changing positions back and forth in the process.
He went leg working on one now.
Look at this situation. Oh, they're both going to survive the pain of the footlock.
That cradle's keeping him up on Du Plessis. Look at this. Take him through. Yep. Beautiful.
At the end of the round, the 39-year-old Derek tried to prove that experience trumps youth.
Big left hand by Brunson, and another one.
Round one.
Oh, he tagged him again. He tagged him right on the chin. Du Plessis.
But Du Plessis had the last word.
He fights. Always got a little crazy in him. Round two coming.
In the second stretch, they were swinging Naked Gun style.
But Du Plessis does it as well. Another one.
Not like that.
He does not.
Dricus shifted focus to the body.
Put a left hand there. Oh, he landed something. Yeah, Du Plessis.
Slowing Brunson down and turning his head into an anvil.
Derek's every time.
Well, Du Plessis has a really bad.
He's touching Derek.
With his last bit of strength, the American mustered a short burst,
Brunson caught him on the left.
smiled, and continued to take hits.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
The shop-worn Brunson was losing the battle against gravity.
Oh, big right hand gets through for Du Plessis.
Du Plessis is real. Stop this fight.
Seeing their fighter getting pummeled, the cornerman threw in the towel.
Big shot.
The towel just got thrown.
Another nail-biting scrap catapulted Brunson out of the UFC into semi-retirement, and Dricus into the top 5. That night also marked the beginning of his conflict with Israel Adesanya.
Obviously, this time last year, 3 African champions. Now you do get to be the guy if and when they show up to Africa.
Well, I mean, did those belts ever go to Africa? As far as I know, it came to America and New Zealand. I'm gonna take a belt to Africa. I'm the African.
Izzy took offense.
The fact that as a fucking to tell me who the fuck I am.
As the drama built up, Du Plessis underwent a long-awaited nose surgery, leading up to his 3rd fight in 7 months, getting in the best shape of his career to face the number 2 ranked Robert Whittaker.
No knees or front kicks.
This round is really the pivotal round.
For that slick left hook, he throws it from everywhere. There it is. That's for Whittaker. Tavares is gone. Robert Whittaker.
The former champion had lost only to Adesanya in the past 9 years, controversially the 2nd time around, and in a recent outing, he had dismantled Marvin Vettori.
Whittaker throws that right hand. We've seen it.
He knew, but he does it at such a high level.
So both bookmakers and fans saw him as the clear favorite. In front of Adesanya, the Australian decided to throw up the middle against Du Plessis, who stood southpaw.
Robert keeps his hands low, so goes more unorthodox.
It took him down, but didn't force the issue.
Du Plessis back up to his feet, nicely done.
Dricus pressed on the gas.
Dean Thomas, what do you have? His hands on him, and sometimes
initiating attacks with low kicks and swinging the pendulum in his favor.
Yeah, he is. Good low kick there.
UFC 5 coming this September. Visit EA.com/UFC 5.
Robert entered an ill-advised clinch.
He recognizes and understands.
Ended up on the bottom and suffered a series of blows that opened a cut.
Oh, good elbow. Big round.
Yep.
Dricus Du Plessis. This is huge.
In the second, Whittaker continued to follow the game plan.
Whittaker to kind of extend those combinations there.
Meanwhile, Dricus found a home for his stiff jab. Buckling Robert with it.
And that stuns Robert Whittaker.
And finished him off.
Du Plessis got Whittaker in all kinds of
By taking the division's top dogs to the cleaners, Du Plessis entered the race for Adesanya's belt, and they immediately set about determining who is the true African.
Let's go, nigga. What's up, bitch? Let's go, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, my African brother. What's up, nigga?
I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son.
My nigga, let's go. You my nigga for real.
Anyway, the first one to get their hands on Izzy was Sean Strickland, who sensationally outstruck him in almost every round. And dethroned one of the longest reigning champions in the promotion. Going into the title showdown against Du Plessis in January 2024, the American was on a 3-fight streak and had gotten his licks in before the bout.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
out of nowhere. That's...
The South African drowned his resentment in beer, celebrating in the stands at the Rugby World Cup. When he and Sean entered the cage, Du Plessis decided to invest in roundhouse kicks.
Might have to change his stance.
Ooh. Strickland was prepared, maintaining distance with teeps, and winning the first stretch with precise straight punches.
Laser.
And he threw that one with Sean.
After the break, Dricus mixed up the level and nature of his attacks.
Loads up on a left hand again, out of range. Body got a ton on it. Spinning back.
Causing Sean to struggle with making reads and become more vulnerable.
He's 19 years old. Face off from Du Plessis. Let us check in with Eric Nixon.
Halfway through the contest, the American's stinging jab was still landing consistently. But even with a marked up face, the challenger pressed forward and eked out the round with his variety.
He's forced to throw body kicks or high kicks. It's the third time that's happened. Under 2 minutes to go.
In the fourth, he finally bloodied Strickland.
Corner wants him to pick it up. They think that he can actually drown.
In the second 2 rounds, we'll see if he can keep the pace up.
The confrontation grew more intense, with both guys trading back and forth.
Nice 1-2 for Strickland.
That's when Du Plessis urgently implemented grappling.
Talk about
Down, because that cut seems to be in a very bad place.
Beautiful. Sends up the takedowns. He gets your respect on the feet and then does stuff like this.
While Strickland slowed down significantly and lost the crucial 5 minutes.
Advertised. Nice work. Yep. The blitzes are starting to add up now. He's finally able to blitz forward a little bit on the angle.
Oh! As the bout neared its conclusion, the champion had nothing to lose and threw everything except the kitchen sink.
Oh, a couple big right. Oh!
To everyone's surprise, even Dricus appeared more calculated in his shot selection compared to him.
Lands for Strickland.
It's 2-2.
Right.
Because I lean more to...
But eventually, he would answer the call.
Down the middle and it's landing. Well, the forecast was for a war, and that is what they got.
In the end, 30-year-old Du Plessis got the nod by split decision, donned the shiny strap, set a middleweight record for significant strikes landed per minute, and didn't forget to call out Izzy.
Israel Adesanya, get your ass back in the UFC so we can settle the score!
As expected, Dricus was welcomed back home as a hero who hadn't abandoned his homeland for citizenship outside Africa. The newly crowned 185-pound champion with a record of 21-2 and 19 finishes will soon have his first fight defense against Adesanya, who has 8 victories and title fights under his belt.
Be very careful.
We're about to find out whether Izzy still has the drive to climb to the mountaintop for the 3rd time, or if Du Plessis will send him into retirement to play golf.
He tried to discredit the Three Kings and say that he's the real true African champion, and I was just like, it's a weird mindset, bro. Like,
in South Africa, still there, still training, and I won this belt.
I don't really give a fuck where he's from, but I'll show him who he is.
Whatever that means. I'm glad you took up golf, because, you know, that's a retirement sport. I can understand you start playing golf.
If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.